Welcome to Damsels, Dice, and Everything Nice. I'm so excited to welcome the princesses back for another part of the adventure. But yes, you received a message from Jack Sparrow letting you all know that he was in a little bit of trouble in a tropical island, and you ventured forth through the painting there, crash landing in the middle of a fire spinning performance. But luckily, it was with David, and he was able to take you back to Lilo and Nani and Jumba and Pleakley, who revealed that Jumba had hidden away one of his experiments, who you presume was the one chasing Jack. You were able to get down into the disused lava tunnels and find Jack, defeat the experiment, where Jack revealed to you that he had received a message in a bottle saying that there was treasure to be found there, where you also presumed perhaps what they were referring to was that last copper-wrapped grip of the sword, the final piece that you need. And there wasn't anything there. But you then received a second message in a bottle saying that the thing you were seeking was in the city of love amidst the hot-headed and broken-hearted. Jack says he has a way to get to Paris, and you now have returned to the Black Pearl. And Jack says to you, well, there's a trick the pearl can do. The pearl begins listing over to the side, turning upside down, almost capsizing, and then in an instant, righting herself in a rush of water, and there's a disorienting moment of you all gone like upside down, and then
that was not awful. Too. I don't like the ocean. I would like to go back to space.
Is this how boats normally just work?
I thought you would be the one who would know about boats, if I'm honest.
I only get to see them on the bottom. I've never been on one, you know?
No, that makes sense. All right.
Yeah.
You suddenly start to hear voices around you, raised in consternation, and you just hear just people starting to be very stressed out. And they're yelling in French. Cindy, you know what they mean.
Well, see, I should be able to speak French very well.
You should.
But the property that I come from was translated by someone into English. So I would say that my French is lackluster at best.
Cindy, at that, you feel a little tug as Gus pokes out of your pocket.
Little friend. I'm gonna put him on my shoulder. My sweet boy.
And he'll kind of like nudge at you, jump from your shoulder, and start to speed over to the side of the river. And then he'll like stop and he'll wait.
Guys, Gus is leading the way.
Okay.
To a place.
Where's your little round boy going?
I do not know. He is my familiar and I have no control.
Well, we have our first musical interlude and Belle make a pun, so your pun will be sung.
I thought, oh boy, okay.
I didn't know they stacked. I didn't know they stacked like that.
Well,
they do now.
Catrice, did you
hang on.
So I will start that when you're ready.
Did you hear about that cheese factory that exploded in France? There was nothing left but debris.
Okay. Well, this is rude and I hate it. I'll follow.
Anyway, Gus begins to lead all of you down some winding paths. You're starting to hear music, smell delicious food, and he leads you to a small ivy-covered building in a little warm courtyard. And there's a sign hanging out front with a little silhouette of a rat with a chef's hat on it. So as you enter into the restaurant, you see that there are couples galore. There are small tables for two. And at one of them, you think you see a slightly familiar face. Jane, would you like to introduce yourself? I'm so sorry I'm making you do this in song, but I blame chat.
We waste so much time describing the place.
Literally only like 6 seconds left. We could. Okay,
oh,
then
the bread. Oh,
yes. There we go.
Look there, she is. She's so familiar.
Are we still singing?
You don't have to sing
No,
anymore.
we crushed
Oh,
the time.
cool.
You didn't have to do it. That was specifically for you. We just wanted to give you an
so
easy
good.
intro.
Solid. No.
Thank you. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Jane.
We are on some kind of mission that was originally from the fairy godmother, and then kind of from a queen, and then for a prince, and then a dragon, and then
And then a parrot. Don't forget the parrot.
parrot, lion. It's been a complicated few weeks.
But to summarize, we're all searching for pieces of a sword to put back together.
And we only need one more.
We're told
Is
they
there
might be here.
Sounds familiar, but I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, that's a better response than we've gotten in most places.
And you're pretty good at tracking things down. Can we rope you into this hot mess of a party?
Well, you know I'm down for adventure. So yes, I would love to.
And as you all are having this lovely conversation, you notice a woman at the table next to you stand up, throw her glass in her companion's face, and storm out. There's a low hum of conversation around you that feels a little tense. And a tall, lanky, curly, red-haired man roller skates up to your table and smiles and says, "Oh, I'm sorry, everyone. We're a little overbooked tonight." And then he watches a couple more people angrily storm out, and he looks at you and says, "Actually, maybe we have a little bit of space. Welcome to La Ratatouille." Gus will tug on his sleeve, and he'll say, "Oh, you're here to see the little chef."
Yes, this is what we're here to see. I'm just gonna pick up Gus and put him on my shoulder and be like, "You better do something about this."
And he will whip off his chef's hat and reveal a medium-sized rat with his own tiny little chef's hat now. Looks very, very familiar to, or similar to the silhouette on the sign. And,
Are you Pizza Rat's cousin? No. Remember?
Yes.
Remember when we were auditioning?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
You're famous.
Leia's just taking a seat at Jane's table and chewing on whatever food is there. I
there's
have
at
no
least
idea
a
what's happening.
basket-
I
There's at
wasn't-
least a basket of bread.
I wasn't in
Oh,
New
it's-
York. I don't understand the rats. I am confused, and I will just sit this one out.
While all this is happening, you see that there are more angry couples storming out of the restaurant.
What's happening? Why is everybody...
Yeah, it's very strange.
Oh,
I've been here before and I've never seen this.
Normally, this is like one of the most romantic weekends in the most romantic city, in the world. But lately, everyone just seems to be kind of on edge.
I will press to digitize. Can I do like a bouquet of flowers?
Sure.
That'll pop up in her partner's hands for her, the lady that was
Okay.
Who threw the wine.
And he'll, roll either persuasion or performance or even just a straight charisma.
Okay, I could do persuasion. Let's do this.
See if you can help this guy.
Okay. I rolled a 5, but my persuasion's high, so I rolled an 11.
Okay.
Can someone else assist? I don't recommend it be me.
Do we have rerolls?
We do.
Yeah, do we have rerolls?
We
Use a
do.
reroll.
We
All right.
have a lot of rerolls.
I'm gonna reroll this one.
All right.
And that's better. So that's going to be a 22.
Ooh.
Okay. So he'll say, "I'm so sorry about that pun. I really thought that, it would, but no, I'm so sorry. I will, no more puns. Please accept this bouquet of flowers as an apology and don't leave." And she'll stop for a moment, look at her empty wine glass, and I'll buy you another glass of wine. I'm so sorry.
And
It's
I'm
just-
standing way behind her, but in the field of view of the dude, I'll just be like,
But I can't help but overhear, that you're looking for something, and Colette probably doesn't know about swords so much, but if you're looking for something kind of different. My brother just actually started working for a shopkeep. They've got a reputation for buying and selling all sorts of stuff. They might have a better idea of knowing what you're looking for.
Where might we find that?
Oh, it's not too far. Maybe like a 10-15 minute walk. I can take you. Colette is more than capable of running the restaurant tonight. And so with Remy's guidance, you're able to kind of make your way through, again, some curved alleyways and just the general foot traffic of Paris. You still feel that tension, that like voices are raised, people are grouchy. There's candlelight and all sorts of like flower shops and roses and heart-shaped things. Like people are absolutely advertising the holiday, but it doesn't feel very joyful. And with the sun starting to darken a little bit from the sky, the Eiffel Tower is notably dark. And Remy leads you to a kind of a shadowy doorway of peeling paint on a shop that just says antique. The shopkeeper will like look, what's that? And he'll, welcome to my shop. Are you here with the rats?
This is a human shopkeeper, right?
Can I understand?
Appears to be human. He's speaking English in a very, very heavy accent.
Okay, I'm sorry. I have to do this. I am prestidigitizing that man. He is dirty.
Don't worry.
I can't. Cinderella, like, since he appeared, has just been like,
Okay. Sure.
Shopkeep can't be a mimic.
He's gonna take a look and be like, well, my dad. The dad is gone. I'll be right back. And he will run to just below the counter and pull out a sack of other dirt.
We were looking for the
Copper wrapped grip.
Can I press to digitize like a fake, like a replica of it to be like, it looks like this?
And he'll look at you, and then he'll pop the goggles back on, stare at it. Yes. Yes. I think I had that. It's gone, though.
Ah, poo. And I like it out of existence.
Man, I don't know why anyone would steal that. That is used for just a grip of a sword. I don't know. Maybe they had the rest of the sword and didn't want to pay for the rest. I don't know.
It was stolen.
It was stolen.
When'd you have it?
Oh, it was stolen last night, actually. It's weird that you're coming right now to ask for it. We had it yesterday. It was stolen last night. It took a moonstone, too. Like, who knows with thieves? It's weird, right? It's like...
Did you see what the person looked like?
Could I ask something? Do you think that stealing that moon... can I ask the party or everybody the question?
Totally.
Since I'm new here, do you think that there's a correlation between the moonstone and what was going on earlier with the Eiffel Tower?
You know, I was thinking the same thing. We were talking about moons, and I'm telling you, moons can really just put everybody in a bad mood. And maybe that is the problem.
Moons,
Such a
why?
coincidence. It brings in the tide, it brings in all these new feelings, you know, it just messes with the polarity of your person.
I see.
It's ocean science.
Could we ask what the moonstone does, or ask him?
Yeah, the moonstone, it from what I can tell, it stores and amplifies moonlight. It's just, but you would need a very, like, strong, focused beam of moonlight in order for that to even happen, so...
So it's kind of useless unless you have that.
And I don't know how they would create a focused beam of moonlight that the moonstone would require. I don't know. As you storm out of the door, you see a couple on a bicycle built for two, just ching, 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 alongside you. And they appear to be arguing very, very loudly, to the point that they'll both just like slam on the brakes, and the bike will start to wobble, and there's a little kitten in the basket, and it's like, ah, what's happening? It's like covered in flowers, and they start to turn around and bicker even more in French.
Can I do the little snack cantrip of like a meat and cheese platter and like all that stuff?
Ooh, absolutely. Who would you like to give it to?
I want to walk over to the couple and like hold it out. And can I like do like a bottle of wine? And then Cindy, you can speak to them, right? Sort of.
Oui. Hello. We just wanted to bring over this snack. It's for lovers in the city. It's a free service that all of Paris is doing right now to make every evening more romantic.
This has been clearly not a pleasant evening.
Why not?
I can see that you're upset, and it is probably all of our fault because the Eiffel Tower, it is dark, and so we know that tensions get high when you are hungry, and so we bring you this snack, and will someone please grab the kitten?
It's
Ariel,
a human
you
couple.
know that thing where you can, you had all of your sea friends sing a Kiss the Girl song to help you?
You know, that was a nice little trick Sebastian did.
Was that planted? Wow. Okay.
I never, fish and tell, but
Can we use that skill to get the cute animals of Paris to sing like Kiss the Girl serenade?
So that happens. That happens.
Did the kitten sing?
The kitten sang. You just hear
meow, meow, meow,
Meow.
the naming of cats is a difficult matter. Yes, that happens. Who would like to roll performance and or persuasion? Or someone roll performance at advantage and someone roll persuasion at advantage.
Persuasion.
I'll roll
I have
persuasion.
expertise in persuasion.
Okay.
25.
And who's rolling performance? Ariel, this is your area of expertise.
Yeah, you go. You do it. You go for it.
Oh God, here we go.
We have rerolls.
Yes, we do. We have a lot of rerolls.
I think we got either a 17 or dirty 20. Let's go.
Okay. So there is a moment.
Also, what
And
pun
we
is
have to
that
sing
happening?
it.
No,
is there
no,
a pun?
it's a pun.
Okay, great. Well, Gil and your starfish friend and Jacques, who also is this, he brought them to his hometown, Jacques, the cleaner fish. In their little plastic bag, suddenly they are also wearing fishnets and doing a can because fish and fishnets is a pun. Look, I did it.
That's the pun.
Is that
A beautiful
the pun? Should we do, and also, someone stole all my lamps, including the Eiffel Tower, and I couldn't be more delighted.
I'm a bit nervous, but I think we could go through that area over there. I'm not 100%. How do you feel about that, you guys?
Yeah.
Should we just go?
Sure.
I've been to
But
worse.
this is
Whatever we
it.
Come across. Yeah.
All right. I know I'm new to the party, so I just want to be sure.
We trust you
Good to go.
implicitly, and we do
Okay.
this often without always the best judgment. But I am much better at hitting things than I am hopping fences. So, should that come up, I think we're handled.
Wonderful.
And Remy who has been like hanging on for dear life in Jasmine's hair this whole time, looks at all of you for a second, like, would you mind if I hid maybe in like a pocket or something? If we're gonna talk to cats, I would be more comfortable.
You can go with Gus into his little pocket dimension, I think.
Oh, and keep each other company.
Oh yeah, if you don't mind.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Just tuck them both in their little pocket dimension.
Delightful.
I have my underutilized rapier of warning, which I feel like might be applicable as we head into cat burglar
Yeah,
territory.
remind me what
So,
I gave you.
It warns of danger. While it is on my person, I have advantage on initiative rolls, what I've been doing. You and any of your companions within 30 feet of you cannot be surprised except when incapacitated by something other than non-magical sleep.
So that's the final cafe. So this, so you imagine that if this is where there are cats that you see who are actively swapping little shiny things, that you think that maybe these might be related to the cat burglars in some way.
Hi, excuse me.
They'll look at you.
Hold on a second. I know it's weird. I know I can understand you. I live in the jungle. Anyway, could you give me a second of your time? I just want to know what are you a cat burglar? I've heard there's many of you. It's okay, I'm a friend. I met Cecilia. She was lovely. I don't know.
Cecilia sent you over here.
Yes, she did.
Are you with the police? If you're with the police, you have to tell us.
I am not, but I'm looking for something very important.
I want to send Jane a message telepathically and say,
okay.
Yeah, so you can hear it, but no one else can. And you can reply to me. But I'm going to say, pretend to be a thief.
That's mine. I need it back. It's more important than you. And can I run up and just like karate kick the cat?
Yeah.
And grab it?
Yeah.
If you're going to tell me that, then I'm going to go up and do that. Can I do that? Not karate kick the cat. I mean, I probably shouldn't do that, but just maybe steal it really quick.
You yank this cat.
It's a cat. Very surprised. So I'm going to say because you roll so high, you're very precise. So you're able to just kind of scoop it up with your foot and just yeet it in like this perfect like parabolic arc to Ariel, who has her arms open for. The cats have kind of abandoned, and you see what they had in front of them were really, really large light bulbs.
You guys, I think these are the bulbs from the Eiffel Tower. Maybe? Could they be?
How many are there?
I don't know.
Are they stealing lights?
A few of them.
Ooh, Leia, can you do Zone of Truth even if you're not the person asking questions?
Yeah, does Zone of Truth work on cats? Sure, I'll cast it.
Sure. So it just goes, what are you people?
Look, we need information about these light bulbs that you have.
Where are they taking the light bulbs and the things that they robbed?
They're leaving them there, and then they're like, someone is coming to get them, is what they said. Ooh, I know. Can I summon a plate of sashimi?
Yes, you can.
Yes.
It'll be perfect. They'll love it. Awesome.
The cat looks at you and it's just like,
This is for you. Thank you so much for your help. If you
and
hear
it'll start
anything,
to try and wriggle out to get to the sashimi. From within the restaurant, you hear more raised voices as you hear another fight break out. This one, it seems even like just the stakes seem to be even higher.
Oh. Maybe we should go in there and see what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
okay.
I'd like to take a peek.
I'll just kind of keep my hand on my saber on my hip, and I'll lead the way in.
Through the window, you see that dark Eiffel Tower over the Seine. This, like, at any other point, it would be just a beautiful, picturesque, perfect evening.
Okay, there has to be something in the air that's affecting people. I'm gonna say it. Jasmine, maybe you were right. Maybe Mercury in retrograde does affect people on this planet in some capacity. I don't know.
Can we set the vibes in this cafe, kind of calm people down?
Yeah, maybe we
Yeah,
should.
we should do
Yeah.
Roll for vibe check.
Roll a vibe
The only
check.
thing I would have is Zone of Truth,
Can
and I'm going
we-
to tell you that does not help on dates.
Can we prestidigitize some candlelight, some ambiance?
Sure.
no.
Yeah, we're just gonna take those vibes because it went down one and then it went up one. So yeah, that 8 is gonna have to.
You're starting to feel like maybe you should leave.
I'm like, ah, and everybody starts looking at me and they're like, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna scan the room for a dude that just looks kind of a jerk. And I'm just gonna mage hand, just spill a drink onto his lap. And just like, well, ready to go.
So as long as Jasmine uses her carpet and Rapunzel uses her hair and Jane climbs like a ranger, then we can make you two spider climb.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, honey, we're giving you spider climb, Leia, because you're clunky.
I am, but look, Jane helped. They're padded down a little.
All right,
I
so the
climb.
sun has properly set now as you approach the tower, and it's very tall and it's forbidding when it's dark.
I believe this is Anthony's fault for
No.
with the message "Happy National Phil Collins Day." You've got the next 2 minutes.
Oh.
No.
And there you go. Now you're climbing the Eiffel Tower. It's a long way up there.
Tell me more. Please show me something. What are the rest of the lyrics?
I don't know.
Something is certainly off about the tower.
I think we still probably have to tell the story.
I'm enjoying this climb. Getting a good workout. It feels good. I'm enjoying this climb, yeah.
You're actually the first one to hop over onto the observation platform. Stop. Land cat-like, very quietly. And you're starting to hear some like shuffling and yowling. And it's again, you hear cats just around the corner from you and like the main, like close to like the body of the tower.
Wow.
Oh, hello there. It's okay, you can talk to me.
And they look at you and they look around at you, and these are midnight black cats, and they're like messing with the control panel as they like drop down and look at you. Those of you who are in New York, you look at these cats and you get kind of the same vibe that you were getting from Pizza Rat. They're a little bit bigger than they should be. They've got a little bit of that corrupted cast to their eyes.
Can I take a look at the control panel while she deals with the cats?
Sure.
Because I know
That's
computers.
perfect for you.
I help with the cats because I'm still intrigued.
It looks as though it's been damaged. There are like circuits connecting, and you can kind of see as you're looking up around that there are several bulbs that have been yanked out near you. You think that those things might be related, and that solving that problem will then help relight the tower.
You just mean reconnecting the bulbs is solving that problem?
Reconnecting the bulbs and some of the connections in the fixing the control panel.
Okay, we brought the bulbs
The bulbs
up, right?
that we left down on the ground.
Did we leave them or did we bring them? I
don't know.
Yeah,
Punzi, you would have put them in your pockets.
for sure.
Yes.
All of them in my pockets. Like,
The whole thing. Might as well.
right.
Okay. So I'll signal to Punzi if she can start putting the bulbs back in, and I'll start fiddling with the wires.
Absolutely.
Jane, they took out the bulbs and tore apart these wires. I think they're just getting away, but I don't.
Leia and Punzi, right? If you're trying to fix something, roll sleight of hand for you, Punzi. Leia, what's a relevant skill? Punzi has the sleight of hand, so you can actually go up and reattach the bulbs if you want.
Sure.
I got a 22 on my sleight of hand.
Oh, nice.
Okay, great. So what would I roll to fix the bulbs? Do I have to roll anything to fix bulbs, or can I screw in a light bulb?
How many layers does it take to screw in a light bulb?
I'm also wondering.
How's your intelligence or your wisdom?
They're both 10s. They're both flat.
Okay.
They're not.
Roll a flat d20.
Okay.
And add your proficiency.
Strong girl.
Very strong.
I have my proficiency for this. Okay.
Yeah,
Then
add your
it is
proficiency.
Gonna be re-rolled. And now it is an 18.
Okay. So with the 18,
Woo!
it takes you a moment, but just remembering, and then RG, who's been here this whole time, goes and he'll like and help you with tools and just.
I'm going to use. Thank you. I'm going to use my booming blade.
Okay.
And attack whichever cat is closest to our new friend Jane. 18.
So you push it to the very edge of the platform.
I am going to Eldritch Blast each one of them.
Go for it.
And that is 10 points of damage for that one.
So they'll both yowl in pain, and one of them even scrabbles a little bit to like stay on the observation deck.
I'm definitely gonna try to do a hypnotic pattern Yeah, it's 120 feet.
Okay.
So thank you for disengaging.
Yeah, they fail. So what happens?
Basically, their eyes grow wide, and they just, I think they're still kind of monstrous, but they just kind of just stop.
To redeem myself from eating that cat, I did befriend it, but in this instance, I'm a woman of nature. I don't want to hurt these poor creatures. Why don't we tie them up or something? I do have a rope. It says it's 50 feet long.
Okay, so it takes you a second, but you're able to secure those cats. And what is happening with the help of RG and Punzi, Leia is able to secure that last bulb and reconnect that last circuit, and she pulls down the lever because that's how the Eiffel Tower.
Pull the lever, Kronk.
Tell me. And the tower itself blinks back into illumination. You start to feel just like an ease a little bit, not like totally fixed, but just a tension that's kind of been underlying since you got here seems to ease a little bit.
Definitely seems like this had some kind of power over the town. Maybe it's part of why everyone was so irritable. So then who cursed the Eiffel Tower? Because that is quite the move.
And then you hear a awesome thump on the railing of the observation deck as Leia and Punzi, you turn back around. It's another very large cat, very tall and thin, eyes kind of sunken in. He looks at all of you. Scar on one side of his face, smiles, lays a paw on each of the cats, looks at you and says, "Ineffable."
You asshole.
And they dematerialize and they're gone.
Okay, well, we saved the Eiffel Tower. We have seen a strange humanoid cat man with abs and still don't have the thing we've been looking for.
No, you don't. But you now have a very important clue. And that is where we will leave tonight's session.